everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, obviously from the title, I'm going to be teaching you how to fishtail braid. This is a little bit more basic of a video that I'm used to sharing here, but I just feel like so many of you are still struggling with those fundamental braids, and obviously they're the most important. They're like the building blocks to all those hairstyles that we do. So I wanted to make sure that those of you who needed extra help had somewhere to go. So I'm going to be starting a new little series on basic braids, and I hope you guys really like it. So yeah, this is going to be how to fishtail braid. And before we get started, make sure to subscribe below so that you don't miss any future videos, and let's jump into it. Okay, so I thought it would be helpful to show you guys how I prep my hair for this hairstyle. The fishtail braid is kind of tricky because you have all these little intricate pieces and you're dealing with flyaways and little sections falling out, so I wanted to show you how I prep my hair because I think it's really important. I always use a dry shampoo when I'm braiding, so I'm going to be using Garnier Fructis Pure Clean Dry Shampoo. This is silicone free and it has a yummy citrusy scent to it, which just makes your hair like smell really fresh, I guess. And then a lot of times dry shampoo will leave like a white residue on your roots, and this one doesn't. So I really love it. You can also pick it up at Target for less than $5. So I like this one a lot. What you do is you're going to pull sections up from your hair like this, and about 6 to 8 inches you're just gonna spray it kind of on both sides. And then I usually do this before I curl my hair, and I will let it sit while I'm curling, and then when I'm done curling, I'll just kind of rub my fingers through the product and through my roots. And then next we're just gonna tease our roots to give us some nice volume. Alright, then you're gonna pull your hair all the way over to one side, and we're gonna put it into a side ponytail. When you get really good at fishtail braiding, you're not gonna need this elastic anymore, but when you're learning, it's really helpful to have this help. The next product that I use, this is to help keep the flyaways at bay, is the Garnier Fructis Pure Clean Styling Mousse. You could use like a pomade or a gel, but I find that sometimes it makes my hair a little bit crunchy. So this mousse is really soft, and it's gonna give you that hold that you're looking for without like the crunch, I guess. So you basically just shake it up, put a little bit in your palms like that, and then continually throughout the braid, I'll just kind of add a little bit more so that the braid doesn't have all those flyaways, if that makes sense. So what you're gonna do is split the hair into two, and I want you to hold these two sections with your knuckles facing forward. And you're gonna take one hand with your pointer finger, your index finger, and you're gonna take a little section from behind. See how I do that? And then I'm just pointing to the other side. And when I point to the other side, I'm gonna take my hand that's holding this second section, and I'm pulling the section over. Okay? Now I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. Take another little section like this. And the smaller the sections, the more intricate your braid. So I'm gonna use kind of bigger sections so that you can see. But then I'm just gonna point to this other side. And I'm gonna grab it. So you're gonna take your finger again, point it up through there, point it to the other side, and grab that section. And you can either come down like this and turn your wrist and grab it, or you can point your finger up through to make that little slice of hair, point over and grab it. So that's all it is. See, I'm just kind of pointing over, and that kind of just tells my brain, my hands, what I'm supposed to be doing next. Point over to this side, grab the section. Okay, so see how it kind of creates that little crisscross pattern? I'm gonna show you guys one more time from this beginning, and I'm gonna use really small sections so that you can see how you can create different types of fishtail braids just with the different sections.
So split the ponytail in half and hold each section with one hand, and your knuckles should be forward. And then take your index finger around to the back of one of those sections and push it forward, creating a thin sliver of hair next to it. And then just turn your wrist and point your index finger to the other side, and using your other hand, grab that section and combine it. So then you're just gonna pull it tight and repeat on the other side.
compulsive, crazy. La, la, la. I'm like a firefly. La, la, la.
And then as you need it, grab some more of your styling mousse to keep the flyaways at bay. And a big, huge thank you to Garnier Fructis for collaborating with me on this video.
I wanna know if you ever plan to hold my hand and why you hypnotize me when I tell you what.
Then I like to get my elastic ready, so I just put it on my fingers, and I'm actually going to hold the tail and I'm going to pull out on these sections to make them look thicker and more voluminous. You don't want to pull out too much or you'll start kind of unraveling the braid and losing those sections, but just enough to give you a little bit more volume. Okay, and there you have it. So you can either leave this little elastic in, or what I'm gonna do is just rip it out. And then if you have pieces that you can tell are just gonna fall out, like this one is a lot shorter than the rest, you can either do like a 3-strand braid, just a regular braid to kind of hold it in place, you know, and then pin it back, or you can just kind of twirl it around your finger and pin it. And there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that the fishtail braid can be a little bit trickier, but I know that if you guys practice, remember to just point, to use some nice product, that you guys will be able to get it down and it will become one of your favorites. So I hope you guys have a great week. Subscribe below if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.